Welcome to today's video where we are back at the shop. And for all of you who are upset that Sam the Builder was going away, don't worry, he's back today because we do still need to do one small coat on this kind of corner section here of the shop for the floor. And then I want to kind of start painting this yellow wall. I did get the paint that I'm planning to paint all the walls. The owner is going to be checking and logging every single hole in the wall that's going to be getting repaired, and that'll probably get repaired end of December, early January, and then we'll paint the rest of the walls, because there's no point painting these walls when there are things like this all over them, and like that literally looks like someone shoulder barged that, but I'm sure it was something else. But there are big like imprints and damage and holes in these walls everywhere, and the owner is going to be getting them all fixed for us. So especially this big like kind of thing on the bottom here is really bizarre. Like you can actually see in through to the next door neighbor's shop. So that's going to all be getting fixed, and like little holes like this as well all throughout the whole place, and then big ones like those all there too. They're just, yeah, all of it's getting fixed, so we're not going to be painting any of those walls until that's done, but we can paint this big yellow thing. And in this container here is the paint color that I'm going to be painting all the walls here, which is a perfect color, I think, for what we got to do. I've also been working with a manufacturer in China and sorting out some really cool LED lights for in here, just so we can get the lighting way better, and we don't have any potential issues that fluoros have with like flashing weird things with the cameras. These ones are pretty good actually. Seems like they're at like a good frequency for 1080 60p, which is good. But if we're doing any slow-mo stuff, this will flicker and cause a lot of problems. So we're going to be changing these lights out as well for some really nice LED ones. But that aside, I think it's time. I'm going to sit you guys down on a quick time lapse. I'm going to quickly paint this section here. It's actually a pretty large section from like that line on the wall there, that little line there, comes all the way here to the end of there. So it's kind of like almost half of the shop. But I'm going to put one quick coat down on the floor with what paint I have left, and then we'll be done. And we'll try and start putting some paint on this wall. So nearly finished with this whole side now. I've just got to do like this little strip here all the way till there. So I'll probably be done in like maybe like 5-10 minutes. And we still have a fair bit of paint left over, which I'm really happy about, which means I can go around with a brush later on, probably like tomorrow or something. And I can like touch up any places where any paint didn't get to, like in the little holes and stuff like that. Because there are like a little, like the roller can only get so much done. So I'll go from here, I think. So yeah. The floors look so much better though. I'm sure you guys can just tell like how amazing the floors look compared to what they used to look like. It's mind-blowing, honestly. I love how good the floors look, and I'm not like, I don't think I'm like overly OCD. I actually think like there's a little bit of OCD in all of us. I don't know, maybe I'm extremely wrong there. This is really hard doing one-handed. It's just like trying to put pressure on it with my arm. But yeah, I just really like a clean floor. I wanted to start with something kind of clean. I didn't want to, you know, have to like keep trying to, like just working on a car, lying on the ground. You don't want to be lying in dirt. Like that's the main reason why you get a shop, right? You don't want to lie on the dirt or in the driveway. You want to have a clean floor, make it easy to clean up. And look, I know obviously it's not the best floors because, you know, we could have gotten like a fresh layer put down. We could have done epoxy and stuff like that. But for a place that I'm probably going to outgrow very quickly, and especially if we aren't able to get next door and like, you know, put a big doorway in this wall, then I didn't want to spend 10 grand or 5 grand on floors like this, you know what I mean? Just put down some paint. I've spent less than $1,000 on these floors, just in paint and primer and supplies and tools and stuff like that. So I think it's just like a really good thing. The only thing it's really cost me lots of is time, but if I had like a fair few friends, and we could have smashed this out in one like day easily. But just with time and everything else that's been going on and stuff, we've obviously done it in the time frame that we've had. I did want to get this extra coat done way earlier, but obviously the whole COVID scare, and I had to get tested and all that stuff in quarantine. But yeah, just working at it slowly. We'll have this done, and then I'm going to get started on that wall. And then I think I might go for a drive into Tokyo. Supposedly like a secret underground car meet happening, but I don't know where or when yet, so we'll find out soon. So I guess it's time we kind of reveal the color of the painted wall. Ooh, you can probably already tell by looking at it. This is going to look so sick. Alright, we're not going to do a whole bunch today, but we're going to do some. But we are painting the walls black. I figured that was like the best kind of color to go with. Just because of like, you know, being able to paint things on there, put other signs and all that kind of stuff on there. But yeah, hope you guys are hyped. I certainly am. And I think the walls are going to look really good black. I think we're definitely going to have to dilute it a bit. It's all water-based. I'm using nothing but water-based just so it's easy to clean and dries fast, and also cheaper, way cheaper. And it also means that fumes aren't strong or anything. There's really like hardly any fumes with this water-based paint that I've been working with, which has been nice. But yeah. Now I need to be very careful when painting this tonight, and I'm not going to be painting the whole wall. We're just going to be having a bit of fun and showing you guys the color and whatnot. But I have to be careful because I haven't been to the home center yet and gotten the plastic sheeting for the floor to stop like any splashback. So I got to be kind of careful. And if I do make any splashes, we'll hit it with a rag. It's not a big deal. But I'm going to set the camera all the way back here because we're going to have a bit of fun with this, I think. And I think it's good that we give you guys a nice wide view of this entire wall so you can really see what's going on. All right. This is gonna look so good. We'll go with that one now, I think. I think you can probably guess where we're going with this, lads. I hope I have enough room. I hope I'm not doing the letters too big. No! I just got black paint all over the floor. Welcome to my JDM SPACE, guys! So JDM SPACE sign aside, I had to use what paint I poured out, so I started just kind of working on this corner, added an exclamation mark, you know, usual kind of stuff. And this is going to give you a really good idea of what the wall's going to look like. I'm not going to go too crazy with coats. We may only be doing one coat across everything, and it's going to give it this really nice kind of matte black look. You can see here, you can see like I'm gonna have to hit like these screws a little bit different and really like push into them to get the screws black as well so they don't stand through. But it's gonna be this like matte black kind of look, which I think is really, really good, especially considering we're gonna be doing a lot of filming in here. It's a good way to like absorb light, stop reflections and all that kind of stuff. So it's gonna look really good, I think. So just imagine like everything that color. It's gonna look sick. And once we get those new LED lights and stuff in here, it's going to be even better. I did get a bit of splatter on the floor. You can see I had to clean up a bit of a spot there too, where some kind of dribbled off the end of the roller.
but that's not too hard. I'll be able to clean that up with a rag and some water tomorrow, so I'm not too worried about that. Worst case scenario, we got spare paint, so I can just paint over the top of it. But I'm not going to be painting anything more on this wall until I get that clear sheet to put on the floor, because I definitely want to prevent any more splatter on the ground, because it's just creating more work for me if I do it any other way. But yeah, that's that. JDM SPACE is official. It's going to get all painted black. It's going to look sick. We're going to have to get a big ladder too, so I can get up the top, I guess. I don't know if I'm going to go all the way to the top. We might just, go to this top line here, all the way across there, and just leave the top unpainted. I don't know yet, but it just depends on what ladders I can get my hands on. If I can get myself a really tall ladder, then that'll be great, and I can probably do it myself. But like those like little escalator things that like kind of go up and down, I'm not sure what they're called, cherry pickers or something. They're not really that easy to come by. And from what I understand, just to rent it for a day is like $1,000 or something stupid. But I'll do some research on them today. If I can rent one for like a week or something and it's cheap, we'll go for it. But if what I've been told is correct, that they're super expensive to rent here in Japan, then yeah. It's so weird. All these things that you just take for granted back home, like in Australia, I could literally go down to like Coates Hiring and hire one of those like, platforms that goes up and down like a scissor lift. And it would be like $100 a day, maybe like $150 a day. Like it's crazy, and I could literally just go pick that up with my car, put it on the back, because they come with a trailer and everything. Over here in Japan, that stuff just doesn't really exist. And if it does, it's super expensive. And if you can't get that stuff, you have to just manually build scaffolding yourself. It's kind of crazy. This looks ridiculous, JDM SPACE behind me. I can't wait till we paint that up. But anyways, I'm gonna jump in the car. We're gonna head into Tokyo. I'm gonna get some food on the way and see if we can find this secret underground car meet. From what I can find online is they're not announcing the location to try and prevent the police from shutting it down. If you guys remember a video very, very long time ago, it's like a full Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift underground car meet that happened in an underground car park. And it got shut down by the police very, very fast. People who organized it also got thrown in jail, which is kind of crazy. But that aside, I want to go and see if this meet is legit and if it's happening. I've heard it's happening at Akihabara UDX, so we're going to jump in the car, head there, and hopefully we get some luck, and that's where it is. So let's go see. So I'm a little bit late to this meet, about an hour and a half. We got the Sylvia parked in here, and I always love coming to UDX just because like it's such a cool underground car park. But there are definitely some really cool cars here. There is a Veilside RX-7. There are 2 GTRs right here. We're gonna walk around and I'm just gonna film everything that's still here. There's a fair few guys over there. I'm gonna go talk to them in a little bit and just get some more information, because it seems like I definitely got here too late, but it seems like this would be a really cool kind of place to come to whenever they hold it again in the future, because it seems like it's not like it's very secretive from what I understand. They don't promote it heaps, so it's just kind of low key, and that's why like it's not crazy. There's no police here or anything, because if the police ever got wind of this, it gets shut down very quickly, like the last one underground car park meet I went to. So it's kind of cool. So anyways, those 2 cars were cool. Let's have a quick look at this RX-7, and then we'll do a full lap and walk around and see what we can find. Such an aggressive body kit. It's crazy how much this actually changes the whole body type, the RX-7. I really do like it. Maybe that's what I should do to my future FD. Then I'd kind of like it more. I think I like the body lines of the Veilside kit more than that. So these guys here all got their cars out as well. Got a BRZ RX-7 FD, got the Bug-Eye Impreza. This thing's kind of cool actually. I just was talking to the guy, it turns out he lives near me. He's running Valino wheels, which is awesome, kind of like a drifter's wheel. I love the color because it's kind of like this, almost like a gray kind of blue, like a baby blue. It's kind of cool, suits it. And then we got a couple of these things, nice little Daihatsu and Abarth. It's cool to see a lot of young people still getting into car stuff here in Japan. I love it. Arigatou gozaimasu! I am kicking myself that I missed out on this. Definitely gonna rock up on time next time, but it is what it is. I just went down to the lower levels to see if there was any more cars there or anything, but seems like everyone did go home. And when I did rock up, there was like a huge line of cars leaving of like GTRs, 240Zs, and like it looks so good, and I'm so bummed. But oh well. Next time, guys. At least I've made friends. We'll be able to work out when the next one is, and we can get here when it actually starts.
we know that it's only like a limited time thing, so won't happen again kind of thing. Anyways, I'm gonna pile in the car and see what else we can do tonight.
Well, that's kind of it. I also just realized that obviously these aren't GTRs, they're just GTSTs, both 4 doors. Got some nice attachment on this one. We've seen this one before actually at Daikoku, PA. But yeah, when I looked at them, I kind of just looked at the front bars and didn't really look at any other features on the car. Very clearly, obviously not GTRs. Anyways, gonna jump in the S15. And then we're gonna head, probably gonna try and hit up like Tatsumi or like Shibuya, PA and see what's going on. It's been a long time since I've hit up kind of the car nightlife here within Tokyo. Because I live outside in Yokohama. It's very rare these days that I actually do anything like that. Let's listen to this thing start up, considering we're in an underground car park. Should sound pretty good. Listen to that deep rumble. So good. I don't know if the camera's doing this justice, but driving through Tokyo really is a treat, especially with like all the city lights here at night and the bridge all lit up. They change the color of this bridge too, depending on how many COVID cases we get during the day. So like if we get like a record high or over a certain amount, it changes red. It's kind of crazy. But the city view is absolutely beautiful. You get to see it a little bit more at Tatsumi, PA, which is where I'm heading to now. But they did like kind of construct a wall there to prevent people from like using it as a photo spot and to try and reflect some noise away from the people doing launches at Tatsumi. So once we get there, I'll show you what I'm talking about. But I just love Tokyo, man. So beautiful, especially the bay here. Amazing. And then behind me there, I can't really look, but I'm pointing the camera where Tokyo Tower is. It should all be lit up. So nice. This never gets old, just like cruising down the highway in Tokyo, passing other cars like this. Nice 32 GTST. Beautiful. We're about to pull into Tatsumi up here. Yo, there's some cool cars here, lads. Alright, we gotta definitely park up and come out and check it out. Oh, that's the 240Z that was leaving the meet at UDX. Looks like some of the guys went here. Awesome, let's quickly pull in and hopefully some cool cars. Just get out of the car and the police are now kicking everyone out. Damn it! Can't win, man. But really nice 34 V-Spec 2 GTR. Quickly do a quick walkthrough. Oh man, the Nismo aero on this. This is my white 34 from Australia. Same aero kit, Nismo, everything. It's a GTT. It's 240Z, sounds amazing. It's S13. That's in Sunny Ute. Nice FD. Very cool. Oh, there's another one of these Vilside RX-7s. Damn, that one was clean. Very cool. And as you can see, the view's there, and you kind of can't see it anymore because of the walls they've built here now. Kind of sucks, but oh well, not really much you can do. Well guys, I had to quickly jump in my car because they need me to move on. Damn it. So frustrating. This is literally Tokyo car life though, especially on the weekends, man. They are quick on it. They shut it all down very fast. Not much more we can do. Maybe go cruise to Shibuya, PA. It's probably where everyone else is going to be now. Tatsumi, man, they're early on this. I guess it's 10 o'clock. It's kind of normal. That two-way diff life, clunk clunk. Just got back home, lads, and it seems like the police, because it's getting towards the end of the year, they're wrapping up all of like the PAs at the same time. So even though I wanted to go to Shibuya after Tatsumi, it was actually closed at the exact same time as Tatsumi. So it's not really much I could do, but you know, that is kind of like Tokyo, like car scene nightlife. It's always something you're dealing with, which is why a lot of people these days are actually meeting and hanging out further out of Tokyo. Like, you know, they're avoiding those hot spots and going to like Umi Hotaru, which is a PA in the middle of like a big bridge that crosses over the ocean. And then they're even going out to like Hakone and all these other kind of like places outside of Tokyo to just be left alone and have a lot more fun and not have to be, you know, their fun nights being cut short by the police.
So anyways, with that, I think it's a perfect time to end today's video. We tried hard, but hey, can't do much, can we? So anyways, I'll leave you with that. Smash that like button, write us a comment, and subscribe. Tomorrow, hopefully I'll have that whole wall kind of black as far as I can reach without a ladder, which will give us a good head start on everything, and I can start moving cars in there, which I think will be really, really cool. So with that, I'll see you all in tomorrow's vlog. Smash like, write a comment, subscribe, and I'll see you then. Peace out. Ciao mata.